In a small German town, surrounded by thick forests, lived a girl named Anneliese Michel. She was an ordinary teenager, full of life, with dreams for the future. However, in 1970, her life turned into a nightmare. Anneliese began to experience strange symptoms. At first, they were minor convulsions, which quickly developed into more serious problems. The girl was losing consciousness and hallucinating. Her family was distraught, and doctors were unable to find the cause of her condition. She was diagnosed with depression and a mental disorder, but Anneliese was convinced it was something much worse. One night, during another attack, Anneliese screamed that she was seeing demons and hearing their voices. Her parents were terrified. They began to seek help from the church. After many attempts, they finally found a priest who agreed to perform an exorcism. Father Arnold Rentz and his assistant proceeded with the ritual. In a dark room, Anneliese lay on a bed, while relatives and priests gathered around her. The ritual went on for hours. The priest prayed loudly, and Anneliese screamed in agony. She repeated that she was possessed by several demons: Cain, Judah Iscariot, and Lucifer. Each exorcism session was more and more frightening. Anneliese seemed to lose touch with reality. Her body was devastated and her eyes were full of madness. Father Renz was convinced that she was fighting the forces of darkness. As time passed, her condition only worsened. Anneliese's family was divided. Some believed she was possessed, others feared for her mental health. Nevertheless, they continued the exorcism for 10 months. During this time, Anneliese lost weight and began to have serious health problems. Finally, the tragic day came, July 1st, 1976. Anneliese died in her bed. Her body was devastated. She weighed only 30 kilograms. The family was devastated, but could not understand how this could have happened. After her death, Reverend Renz and her parents were charged with negligence and manslaughter. The case generated enormous media and public interest. Was Anneliese really possessed? Was this a tragedy resulting from a lack of proper medical attention? During the trial, recordings of exorcism sessions were revealed. Anneliese's screams were terrifying. Her pain and suffering could be heard. Some witnesses claimed to have seen something supernatural in her. Others were convinced it was just the result of mental illness. Despite the controversy and emotion surrounding the case, the truth remained elusive. Was Anneliese really possessed by demons? Or was she a victim of her own fears and sufferings? Her story became a legend, a meeting place for those who sought answers to questions about life after death and the struggle between good and evil. Today, the town is as quiet as ever, but residents occasionally hear whispers coming from the woods, the screams of a girl who fought for her life in the dark recesses of her mind. And those who dare to visit the place of her last days speak of a strange feeling of presence, as if Anneliese is still there, waiting for someone to help her find peace.